What's up, Bearded Nation? Welcome back to the channel. I just want to take the opportunity to thank everybody who watched the last video. That really meant a lot to me. It's almost to 10,000 views. Ended up with 100 and something new subscribers. So I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. And if this is your first time on the channel, and if you like outdoor content and me doing really dumb stuff, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Share with your friends and family. But tonight we're just going to do an overnighter. We're really close to home. Again, we're going to be using the rooftop tent for this one. I did read the comments. A lot of you guys want to see more stuff with the truck, and I do have stuff in the works. It's just I feel I need to get back to my roots. So I think the next couple videos we're probably going to do some backpacking, some hot tent camping, overall just some tent camping. But we're going to go ahead and get camp finished, camp set up. Words are so hard. It's not even that cold today. It's 33 out. It's supposed to get down into, I think, the 20s tonight. So not too bad just for me. I'll be perfectly warm. I did have an issue on the last video with the mics. I did do my outro, but it was so cold, I think the mic got wet and ended up shutting itself off. But the wife, which a lot of you commented on, appreciate that, so does she. You know, she stayed nice and warm. She made the cardinal mistake like I did, though. She drank coffee to stay warm, so she couldn't really fall asleep. But overall, she had a really good time. She thanks everybody for their comments. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do dinner. We're going to hang out. Oh, I do have a new piece of gear, though, and we'll break it out later. I bought this before our last trip, but it didn't arrive in time. I'll just tell you what, it's the Ignik portable fire pit. So we're going to be using that tonight. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right, we'll see you guys here in a bit. All right, time for everybody's favorite part. Blow the air mattress up. I'm getting really proficient with setting this thing up, which is good. But like I said, I think it's time to switch it up a little bit. Like I said, we'll probably do a backpacking or a hot tent, something like that. Oh, the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. I will announce the winner of that in the next video. So I do know who the winner is. I've already ran it, but I'll go ahead and announce it in next week's video. Oh wait, maybe I won't do one next week. Keep you guys waiting in suspense. I need a break. Plus we have to work that weekend. I don't know, I might get off work and go camping. I haven't decided yet. Depends on the weather. If there's snow, yeah, I'm going. But the Kansas City area, I mean, I'm glad we left when we did, because right after we left, they just got hammered. I don't know if you guys seen the news, there's pileups everywhere. When we left, there was probably 3 to 4 inches of snow on the ground when we left. And as we're driving home, I don't know, we got maybe an hour north of there was nothing. The Omaha metro area where we live at, they were supposed to get anywhere from, oh, what'd they say, 3 to 6 inches? It was bone dry and just brutally cold. But yeah, I feel bad for those people. Although that would have been an awesome camping video. That much snow. Oh. All right, let's go ahead and get this mattress aired up. I put all the pieces together right this time too, so that's awesome. Then they fall apart on me. All right, there we go, camp set up. All set up. It doesn't take any time at all with these pop-up tents. I mean, 20 seconds, it pops up, inflate a mattress, and you're good to go. Like I said, though, I'm probably going to switch this up a little bit. I mean, this is the shiny new toy, so, you know, I wanted to get it out, play with it as much as I possibly could. And me, I love the thing. But, and like I said, I need to get back to my roots of this, you know, camping. I do all kinds of different camping. If it's camping related, I'm going to do it. So I'm probably going to do a backpacking or a hot tent, something like that. You know what I should do? I need to do a bike packing in the winter. I do have a mountain bike, and I do have everything up for it. I have the panniers, I have everything I could possibly need to do that. So maybe if we get a snowfall, not like an epic snowfall, but like a light snowfall, maybe I'll do that. Probably just come down here. I do like this campground. I'm at Two Rivers State Park, and this is the one where we do a lot of our camping adventures, filming, stuff like that, because it's so close to the house. I usually stay at the other side, but I figured, you know what, with this rooftop tent, I'm not really worried about the wind and everything coming off the river. Plus, it's not that cold. We are supposed to get some kind of wintry mix, but I have no faith in weather forecasts anymore. So if it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But there's really not much to do until it starts getting a little darker, and then we'll get started on dinner, and we'll break out this Ignik Fire Can. I'm excited about that. Of course, you know, I buy the low budget one. They didn't send it to me or anything, but I buy the cheapest, the original model. And the first thing my wife says is, why didn't you buy the more expensive one? And I'm like, I want to try this one out first, because I guess the other one, it comes with, it has more BTUs. I think this one has 38,000 BTUs on it. And the max one has 50,000 BTUs on it. And then there's a mid-grade one that you can actually cook in. But I was watching other channels and YouTube videos, and I can cook on this one if I wanted to. I don't want to yet, but I will. I'll cook on it. That'll be a good one. Cooking steaks on the Ignik Fire Can. I'll eat steak anyway, it doesn't matter. But we're probably just gonna hang out for a little bit. You know what we could do? Let's talk about the truck. So a lot of you guys in the comments, you know, when I asked, what would you like to see more of? And a lot of you guys asked to see more build videos on the truck, and they're coming. In fact, I partnered with IceCo, and they're gonna sponsor 3 videos, upcoming videos. And I'm gonna do a review on their fridge. And you know, when those videos come out, you guys can watch those. But this is a 2005 Nissan Xterra SE. It is not the off-road version. It's just it's not their base. It's like their 3rd tier or something. But this thing has over 300,000 miles on it. All on the original motor, all on the original training. I mean, this truck has been a workhorse for me. My wife keeps telling me I need to get rid of it, get something newer, because it's nickel and diamond. But I'm like, I don't have a car payment. New cars you can nickel and dime to death also, plus the insurance on it's really cheap, so I'm keeping it. Stuff we've done to it. Obviously, we've upgraded the tires on it. We have not upgraded the rims yet. These do have the needle ridge grapplers on them, and I'm running an 1.5 inch spacer, so they pop out a little bit. I also have, I haven't really done much to it, but I did hook up nightlight ditch lights on it. There's a nightlight, light bar. That's pretty much all I've done to it. Nightlight did reach out to me, and they want to send me some new ditch lights, so we'll put those on the truck once we come in. I did add these trail lights on the back. I don't even know which angle the camera's going at, but I added these. Added these trail lights to it. Like everything else, they are not wired up yet, but once I get those wired up, that'll be pretty cool. They're adjusted for amber and white, so I figure with the glass and the hatch, I could have some camp lights when I'm out. I may take the ditch lights I currently have, and I may mount those up to the side here on the awning. That way I just get more lighting out. But as far as future plans for this truck, I'm getting ready to do all the brakes on them, because their brakes are pretty much shot on this thing. And I'm looking to do, either a 2.5 or a 3-inch lift on it. I am going to remove the running boards on it just because I got stuck in the snow last year in this thing. But that's because I bottomed out in a snowdrift and my buddy had to come pull me out. There's a video. You guys can go back and watch it. It's very humbling. But yeah, I mean, I love the Nissan Xterra. I think it's an underutilized platform when it comes to overlanding. In fact, there's not a big aftermarket catalog to get stuff. And if you do want stuff, it is so pricey. $4,000 for a Nismo front bumper. It's anywhere between $4,000 to $6,000 for stuff. Even the Gobi ladder for the back is like $500. But like I said, I really enjoy this truck. It's very reliable if you fill it up with gas like you're supposed to. But I had my gas gauge was busted on it, and I had to call my friend to come pick me up twice because I thought I had enough gas in it, and I didn't because I'm not that responsible, I guess. But yeah, future builds on the truck are coming, and I'll bring you guys along. I'm excited about them. All right, we're just going to hang out now. See you guys in a bit. All right, so this is the Ignik Fire Can. I love it. It is putting out some heat. I know they said it's only 38,000 BTU, but it is pumping out some heat. What's good about these is if there's a fire ban or anything like that, you can still use propane. The reason is they're easy to shut off. They're not going to create any sparks or embers or anything like that. So these things are really good if there's a fire ban. I know California right now, there's a fire ban for that whole state. But this thing, like I said, it's pumping out a lot of heat. I did get the lava rocks that go with it too. So I'm going to drop those in there and see how this does. But this thing's awesome. I know I could cook on this. I'm wondering if I take my Blackstone griddle that I have, that top that goes on it, I bet I could just set that on there and cook right off this thing. But what I like about it is it's up off the ground. Now, I don't know how much propane this thing's actually using because I don't really see it. The regulators on here, I think it says 5 PSI. That's the max that can come out of this. And I have one of those little 5-pound R2D2 propane bottles. It looks like R2D2, so. But I like this. Ooh, let's go ahead and open up the box of lava rocks and see what that does. It says it's supposed to give it more of a natural type flame. But we'll see. I like how they double box everything. There's the trains. All right, so with the lava rocks, it does give it a more natural flame pattern, like a campfire. I mean, it's not a campfire, but it does what it says it does. And plus, the lava rocks over time, after using this for, I don't know, maybe 10, 20 minutes, the lava rocks will actually start absorbing some of that heat and then radiating it back out. So it may increase how warm it gets with it. I have it throttled down about halfway right now, just because I didn't want to hear the propane sound. But I really like this. This is pretty much for overlanding or car camping, kind of what I'm doing right now. This one here, there's 3 different ones. You have this one, you have the Pro, and then the Elite. This one weighs about 14 pounds. That's without the rocks, and then you add the rocks, which is probably another 5 pounds. So it's about 20 pounds altogether. Packs up real small, compact. The legs fold down. It is an ammo can, so they really did a good job on this. There is another one out there. I think it's just called the Fire Can or something like that. But it shoots crazy flames out of it. But I really do like this, and this is going to help a lot winter camping, because sometimes you guys know when you're out winter camping, it's hard to get a fire going. Just it's so cold, fire just doesn't want to catch. But this is more than likely going to be my backup. I'll bring this with me. I just don't like the Xters. Trust me, it's a great truck. It has a great base for overlanding and stuff like that. But there's just no room in them. They are small. They're not. They say they're a mid-size. They're a small size. There's not a lot of room in them. So the less stuff I have to bring with me, the better, which is why, I'm so appreciative of my wife getting me the camp kitchen and all that, because it saved a lot of space. I don't have to carry all this extra stuff. Everything's compacted down in the back of the truck. And I'm looking to, lighten it as much as I possibly can. Like tonight, I'm going to, after this trip, whatever I don't use, I'm probably not going to bring with me, especially when I'm this close to home. Now, if I go out and, I'm going an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours away from home, I'm going to have some redundancies. I'm going to bring, you know, some extra stuff, extra clothes, extra food, stuff like that. But when I'm like 15 minutes from my house, I don't need to bring a lot. I mean, I could bring a tent and a sleeping bag and be perfectly fine. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should just, let's do that. The next trip we go out, or maybe not the next one, but we'll plan for it. We'll do how much stuff do you really need to bring? Like, what is the minimalistic amount of stuff that I can take with me camping? It's really simple. You bring a tent, a hammock, a tarp, a sleeping bag. That's all you really need. And some way to create fire and water. That's the worst part about backpacking, is you have to take your water with you. When I'm doing this, I don't need to bring, I mean, I bring water, but it can be in the truck. I don't need to haul it with me in a backpack. But back to this fire can. Good purchase on me. This was awesome. So if anybody from Ignik is watching and want to send me some other stuff, I'll try it out. That brings me to my next point. Again, thank you guys so much for watching the videos. It really does mean a lot to me. And because you guys watched, and you guys watched so much, a lot of companies, they've sent me stuff that, or sent me or are going to be sending me stuff that they want me to test out and review. And if any of them are watching, here's a disclaimer. I am not going to send you the video first for you to prove. I'm going to give my honest opinion, my honest review of whether this is something I would use or recommend to use. Now, this fire can, I would definitely recommend using this. Nightlight, they're going to send me, you know, some Overland lights to put on the truck. I already use their product, so I know it's a good product. They're LED off-road lights. They're very basic Amazon budget-friendly off-roading lights that do great. I don't see the point in spending hundreds upon hundreds of dollars for Pella lights or Gila lights or, you know, these big brand off-road LEDs. Now, there's people out there that swear by them. I can't really base anything on that because I don't have them. I've never used them. I know a friend of mine at work, he has them, and we're going to do a side-by-side comparison, his Overland light setup with mine, because he brought the point up. He's like, you know, why am I spending so much money on these off-road lights if yours are just as good and do the same? We use the off-road lights a lot when we go into the panhandle of Nebraska because it gets very dark up there and we're out in the middle of nowhere and we want to see where we're going at night. But yeah, so the people that send me stuff, like I said, I'm going to put an honest review out. A company sent me a camera they want me to use. I've already kind of reviewed the camera. I've watched videos on it. It's probably going to be a good beginner camera for somebody, not for somebody, you know, and they disclose it. They say, you know, don't compare this to the GoPro or the DJIs or, you know, the Canons and stuff like that. This is a beginner startup camera. So these trains are fun. I'm going to sleep so good tonight with the sound of the trains. And hopefully the coyotes come out, because they can't get me now. I mean, if they really wanted to, they could, but I wouldn't. Yeah, no, they can't get me to. Can they? Anybody who's got a rooftop tent, has critters been able to get up to your tent? I need to know soon. But that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to hang out here by this awesome fire. Start dinner here in a few. I'm starting to get hungry, and plus the lighting's not that good. It's starting to get dark. All right, that's what we're going to do. We'll get dinner going. All right, so for dinner tonight, we're gonna do Old Faithful steak, which is pretty much all I eat. But let's see if we get this fire going. Look at there we go. Go ahead and heat the pan up, and I did forget the butter as I was walking out the door. And my wife's like, "Hey, you got everything?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "You got the butter?" And I go, "Nope." So I brought the butter. Hey, I did it two trips in a row. I remember the butter. This last one, I forgot again. Something else I forgot, and I figured out after I was setting the diesel heater up, I can't find the remote to it, so I don't know what we're gonna do with that. I'm probably just gonna set it on, you know what we should do? I'm gonna set it on level 2, and we'll get a before, how much fuel, it's full right now, and see how much fuel it uses and how much battery on the Blue Yeti it consumes. But we also have eggs, and we did bring bacon. There's the butter. That's instant coffee, stuff like that. Where's my steak? There's the steak. So we're gonna go ahead and season this up with Mike's Own. Again, thank you to my co-workers who got me this. This stuff is awesome. It's really good, like if you scramble eggs and you mix it in with the eggs. So good. Where's my cutting board? Or when you're camping, this is not a cutting board, this is your plate. Why bring extra stuff, right? That was probably really loud. But we're gonna do a ribeye, because ribeyes are the best. They have the perfect fat to protein mix. So that's what we're gonna be eating. If anybody else out there is on the carnivore diet, where you can only have animal-based products, what are some other things you guys eat? Now, I do eat fish, salmon, stuff like that. A lot of ground beef, eggs, obviously. But if you guys have any ideas on anything else to kind of break this up a little bit, let me know. I'll try anything. Well, not anything, but I'll consider anything. They say you're supposed to cook steaks at room temp, and it has gotten drastically colder out. So I'm gonna venture to say that the steak is actually above room temp right now because it is cold out. Okay, butter. Need the butter. Like you guys say, I don't talk enough in my video, so this is the video made just for you guys because I've been talking the whole time. Trying to stay warm. It's not that cold though, it just feels cold. And this is probably the worst camp spot because there are nothing but vehicles coming in and out of here this whole time. That's why the camera I got facing this way. Another one's coming right now. So I'm gonna turn the camera off because I don't like two vehicles coming in. So I was sitting there, I was going through my stuff, and after our last trip, we decided to, do all the dishes and stuff inside, and I forgot the tongs. So, and the forks that we used. So luckily I had these Jetboil utensils in my chopsticks, so we can actually flip the steak. But I tell you guys, I forget something every trip. Utensils, the remote for the heater, almost forgot the butter. I'm really killing it this trip. All right, so dinner's done. I'm gonna sit over here by this awesome little fire can and eat my steak. Look at that. I don't know if the lighting picks it up. That's pretty good, right? I'd eat it. Don't really have a choice. So good and tender. And the seasoning, Mike killed it. But we're gonna go ahead and finish dinner up. I'm gonna get the diesel heater going. Like I said, I'm probably gonna run it around 2, let it run all night, and we'll do a comparison in the morning, how much battery it took, how much fuel it used, stuff like that. But I'm gonna finish eating this, climb up into the tent and watch some movies, edit the footage I've already shot, and just hang out. And if anything exciting happens, which I doubt, but if anything exciting happens, you know, I'll turn the camera back on so you guys can see that. Other than that, we'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, so I'm getting ready to turn the diesel heater on, and we are currently at 95% battery power. So let's go turn the heater on. It is cold and it is windy out. We do have a little bit of sleet in the air too. That's snow and ice for my people in desert climates, I guess. I was gonna do breakfast, but yeah, I'm not. It's too windy out. I don't want to deal with that. But I do want to see how the diesel heater did on fuel level and the battery. I want to check the efficiency on that to see if this is sustainable. Whew. I slept really good last night. It stayed about 68, 70 degrees inside the tent. Like I said, I did run it on level 2 all night, so let's go ahead and check the fuel level out. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there's still fuel in it. It's probably about, a little under a half a tank. So it's being a little under half a tank. It ran for, I started up probably around 7 o'clock, and it's going on 9 o'clock right now. So that's not too bad. That's 14 hours. But let's check the battery life. %67 battery life left, saying I have 46 hours. So I will definitely run out of fuel before I run out of battery. Now they say that you're on 1 tank of gas at low, you should be able to run 36 hours. Well, if I'm a little under a half a tank, it's probably gonna run about 14. It's probably more like 30 hours. It's pretty close. So, but if it gets any colder than this, I don't think running it that low is gonna do anything. I know the night that me and my wife went, I don't know if you guys watched that. I hope you watched that video. But on the bottom of the hose, I didn't have it sealed all the way, so we were dumping some of the heat out. So it was probably in the 60s. It wasn't like the low 60s. It wasn't like it was last night on 1, and we were running it on like 3 or 4. And we were comfortably warm, but it just felt like something was off, and that's what it was. I did get the 4-inch hose, which one of you guys mentioned to get. I do have it. It's in the truck. I just didn't hook it up yet. We'll do that next time. All right, well, there's really nothing left to do but finish packing camp up. All right, so that's gonna do it for this adventure. If you guys like content like this, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, share with your friends and families. And as always, we'll see you on our next adventure. Take care, everybody.